Hello, welcome back. My name's Tom Stein Jr. with American Trust Administrators out of Kansas City. All right, so today what we're going to cover is the next step in the sales process. If you've watched the first couple of videos, if you remember, we left off on sellable rates. If you haven't, I would really advise jump back, watch the first couple, bring yourself up to speed. Level funding is not crazy complicated, but it does build on itself. So it really help you for understanding all of this part to go back, catch up, and meet me back here. All right. So for those of us who have already seen everything, we left off last time on this page right here, sellable rates. Now, sellable rates are where you and your client, you've sat down, you've worked through the entire underwriting process, and you have numbers that everybody's happy with, everybody can live with, and you've got a plan design, everything's done. So this is where the plan is going to kick off. Once we get the check, we're going to start to put together a packet of documents that need to be finished, completed, signed, and returned to us. Now we're going to go through those documents today. They're not complicated, they're not scary. All right, but for those of you who worked with ATA, you already know this. We are a conservative company. We're very thorough, all right? So they may be a little thick, but that's because we're so conservative and so thorough. So moving forward. The first one is going to be the excess loss application. Now, if you remember back to the first video or first couple of videos when we were talking about level funded or self-funded and what makes it available, it's the excess loss policy.
And so what you're going to need to do with a corporate officer from the plan is to sit down, have them sign it, and then return it. If you remember back, the excess loss is what allows these plans to be self-funded with stop loss or level funded. It's basically the secret sauce so that we can provide this.
Next is going to be your service agreement. Now this is the statement of work, basically. What's going to happen, who's going to handle it. It identifies the duties inside of it, right? Now, if you've had any contract as a businessman or a business person, you already know what a service agreement is. This is the one that we're going to put on top of this plan, identifying the scope, what's going on here. All right, again, this needs to be signed and then returned to us. Now, as you move forward, now this one makes me really excited. All right, and it's not because of what it is, but what it allows you to do during year 2, year 3, down the road. All right, this is the benefit trust agreement. Now, for the folks out there who've been in it for a while, you understand that
the benefit trust is the agreement that establishes the plan's trust to hold its monies. We need to get that signed and returned for the plan.
If you have a question about it, hit your GA up, and they can really explain they're moderately complicated, but some beautiful things that you can do with your client at renewal with those dollars that have already hit and already inside of the benefit trust agreement. All right, this is one of the most beautiful things that we can play around with inside of the level funding world. Yeah, I'm getting myself excited. Let's move forward. All right, the business associates agreement is a document that sits on top and allows everybody to talk to everybody. All right, this is how we manage the compliance, some of the compliance issues with the protected data that are going to be inherently involved in this type of health plan or this type of plan. So this needs to be signed and returned to us so that everybody can talk to each other and do it with compliance in mind. So this right here, not scary at all. But the next one, well, let's just move forward to it. All right. COBRA rates, this is a disclosure document, just needs to be signed off on. And then returned. And what this says is these are the rates that the employees who are no longer actively employed but are going to be still on the health plan are going to pay. Everybody knows what COBRA is at this point, at least I hope you do. If not, jump on Wikipedia. It's not, you can get this, right? The last piece that we're going to cover today are ancillary documents.
So on a couple other documents here that are important to the plan, number one is going to be your plan document itself. It's going to be tabulated page 2. We need a signature there and returned it. A number of the other ones that are going to come across, telemedicine. Again, there's a beautiful thing to that. And then additionally, you're also going to have some notifications and then your PPO notifications and things along those lines. Again, those are more plan specific, except for Teledoc, which is on all American Trust plans.
So in the next video, we're going to show you what you can do to help manage expectations and set your client up for year-over-year good health plan years. So again, my name is Tom Stein. I'm very nerdy about this, but it's a beautiful thing to do with your life. If you have any questions, reach out to your GA. If they don't have the answer, they'll reach out to me. Again, we're from American Trust Administrators right here in Kansas City. We're here to help. Let us know how we can. Thanks.